little break. Let me
While
tell
we're
these.
on this intermission, welcome to MJ's Garden Chat, Hot Mess Express. I don't even know what episode we are on. I think we might be on episode 41.2 because last week, I feel like last week would have been episode 41, but it didn't record. Like we record 34 minutes of content that we like recorded, but it didn't register. So all
Oh,
of that conversation is in a cloud, I guess.
Womp womp.
So 41 point whatever I said, or 42. I have no idea. Who knows? Episode 40 plus something. We're here.
41B.
Facts. No,
41B.
literally. Because I'm like, I have no idea. But what we did, we can do like a quick little recap on what we did talk about. Well, actually, no, that's a lie because I don't really remember what we did talk about. I think it was Nurse Hannah, who now has an open case with CPS due to the
Mhm.
Yes.
treatment of her babies
Did you see that part where she like put her kid behind the oven?
behind
And
the
then he
oven.
started,
What?
yeah. Okay, so you know how you pull the oven forward to clean behind the oven?
Yeah.
So I guess she was supposed to be doing that. And then she had her kid and she was holding him. And then she placed him behind the oven. And then he started crying. And then she picked him back up and took him back. And I was like, this
What?
is weird. It's on
What?
Dude,
TikTok.
that's
What?
crazy. And then to be a long-term care nurse, like, how are
Right.
you a nurse?
How are you
You got to
treating these
worry about some of these
patients?
nurses.
If that's how
That's
if that's how you treat
crazy.
your kids, how are you treating these patients?
Facts with no tie to you.
Wow.
That's crazy. No, I didn't hear about that.
And I always wonder, where is the husband or the baby father just standing there
I think,
watching her?
yeah, no, I think well, no, some of the videos you can see he's in the background, like yelling at the kid and looking like he's like hitting the baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's even crazier. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. But that's
Yeah.
the thing though. That's so like it's annoying and then people want to be mad when I say it or point it out because clearly everything I talk about is race related. But if that was a black mother, that would not have taken all of those viral instances for
Nope.
CPS to be called.
Literally.
Nope.
Ain't no
Hmm.
like, cause there ain't no way. The first time she went viral was because she wasn't getting any prenatal care at 30 weeks. Ma'am, you have been pregnant for 30 weeks. You've got 10 weeks left before your full term, like full
Yeah.
term, and you haven't seen a doctor yet because you don't have health insurance.
Not to
Uh-uh.
mention the fact that you're a damn nurse, so you know what the hell damn well could happen to you.
Exactly. Like,
And the health insurance is like deducted out of her. Like if she works at the hospital, it's available. It's
Right.
like readily available.
Right.
I don't know, but that was the first time she went viral. And then the second time she went viral was when she was postpartum, talking about 17 diapers. 17. Let's count how many dirty diapers we've got around the house. And she
Mm,
counted 17. Ain't no way. Ain't
mm,
no
Wow.
way. Ain't
mm.
no way. If that was a person of color's house talking about 17 diapers, they would have called, no one would have entertained that as postpartum.
And you know that
Like,
you know that's crazy because regular people deal with regular postpartum and everybody like doesn't take it seriously, but she gets to have like a whole bunch of dirty diapers all around her house and everybody's like, "Well, I guess that's postpartum." It's like, what about all the
no, ain't no,
regular people?
no. I'm gonna
Mm-mm.
need them to get their lives.com. So the 17 diapers, and now she's going viral again because why was she going viral? Because I don't think she feeds her kid.
Stop. Wait,
No.
what?
I don't think she's no, because every time they like she's recording something and they're so like one video, it's like they had gotten some like lobster roll thing and the little boy had reached for some fries and the father flicked his hand away.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm.
what do you mean? Like give that little boy some fries. And then
Yeah.
there's another video where they're eating, and I don't know if they have like some, I don't even know if like a chicken tender something, but they've got two big plates in front of them, and then they've got like their side salad in front of the kid,
Yeah.
and the kid just looks like he wants to cry and asks for a fry again, but knows that if he asks he's probably going to get flicked.
Yeah,
Oh, this was
and then
it, this was it.
him jumping back, I
The
guess.
yeah, the jumping back
Hmm.
was what did it, and then that's what brought all the other videos to light because they were at Target, and I guess the dad had handed him like a box of ice cream or something, and the little boy like flinched back like he was about to like get beat,
That's
and
crazy.
Yeah.
that's what alarmed the not the authorities, well the TikTok authorities, TikTok police.
Yeah. Yeah, not the diapers, not the weird housing situation, not the angry father, not
Right. Right.
so,
It's crazy. Speaking of TikTok, well, since we're still on the TikTok drama, do any of you guys still follow Morgan Bailey? Do you remember? I feel like we talked about her a little bit, like in previous podcast episodes.
is that the one with
Um,
the baby daddy
yes, the
drama?
random man from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I completely stopped
Yeah.
watching her after she took him back.
After she took him back, yeah. But so I would still see her pop up, and like Gigi, I'm like she's cute, so I would still like low key watch. But I wasn't following her. But girl, she, that random man was on in there putting hands on her.
Yeah, he
Mm-mm.
put hands on her before.
Did he? Did he? I didn't know
That's
that, but
yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least that's what I heard. That
allegedly.
yes, that he. So remember when he had like taken her money?
Yep.
Remember that whole
Yep.
was the rumor was that he was doing that to her. So then people were like, "Oh, good, you kicked him out. Good, like he's gone. Who cares? Like you know what I mean?" She kept acting like he was some type of I don't know, great dad when he wasn't.
At all. Nah. Like, dude.
I'm like, why is she begging for him to be around so bad? He's horrible.
Oh, well, no, well, that came out because she like shared like screenshots. Because he would be like, he was threatening, like, oh, well, send me this or I'm gonna beat you up like I did the last time, or like,
Yeah,
oh, send me, like, bruh.
and that's probably how he got the money in the first place because we couldn't figure out for the life of us how
No,
he
yeah,
got that money.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's
Oh.
how he was getting it. And then I guess the last beef that they had, she threw a picture at him and busted the like right above his eye, but like right below his eyebrow. And he made a TikTok about it. Like, dude, what? And she's like, you're gonna come on here because the one time I like fought back. And
Yeah.
like, what, dude? Like, no.
Yep.
Random man from Atlanta. So that. And then, okay, so steering from the TikTok drama into, well, I mean, TikTok is real world because I find out all of my news from TikTok. But the
Literally, me too.
CEO from United Healthcare,
Mm.
we are so behind on the podcast. So much has happened since the pew pew of this man.
Yes.
Hmm.
I don't even know where to begin. I guess we could do like a quick synopsis. So, early morning, someone shot him on his way to a conference in Manhattan, if not
Mm-hmm.
mistaken. I think it
Uh-huh.
was
Hmm.
Well, New York.
New York,
Mm-hmm.
NYC. And then the suspected shooter trailed off to Central Park and left his backpack there, right?
Yeah.
But
Yes,
the
and on a
backpack,
bicycle.
oh, right, he
Yeah.
left on
On
a
a
Mm-hmm.
bike.
bicycle.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the backpack had a Tommy Hilfiger jacket and Monopoly money.
Yes.
And the bullet
And
casings.
Wait, the bullet casings. Yes, yes,
yes.
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 Look, there was three bullet casings, and they what did they say? Like defend.
Deny
Suppose,
or
deny.
And
something like
that
that.
was in correlation, some people found, to a book about insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so that juicy. But then the monopoly money. What? Like, dude, what are you? You're saying a lot without saying like anything.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then then what happened recently is that well, first online everybody has been talking about like celebrating him and being like okay,
Yes.
so in the CEO guy, they were saying that he um was auto denying people's claims using AI.
Yes. Yes.
So
What?
And
yeah,
I can
so
tell
people were
you, I
mad.
can tell you, as working in medical administration, I'm what I do for billing, we get denials, especially from UHC,
Yes.
constantly for things
Yep.
that were coded correctly and are correct.
Hmm.
No reason whatsoever, and they're denying it automatically.
Yes. And then it showed that they had the highest denial rate out of all of the
All
health
the
insurance.
All the
Yep, I
insurance.
saw
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Mhm. So then when people saw that, they were like, well, oh well. And so people started celebrating in the
Yeah, and to the point where they're making alibis for them.
and they're all buying that coat, that army coat that he had on, army green
Hmm.
jacket that he had on.
Are
They
they really?
Yeah, they
Hmm.
said in like hours, like 700 of them were sold.
I'm so weak. I
And that's
literally
an
could not.
expensive jacket. It was like 1,000 something.
You know why
It's
it was
not
an
cheap.
expensive job? Let's talk about it. Okay, so this man, right? Um,
Luigi.
Luigi. Luigi. Let's see. So he is from, I think they're in Maryland. I think he's from.
Yeah, I think so.
Um, went to Gilman, which is like an elite school, I guess, out there. The average yearly tuition is like 35,000.
Hmm.
He graduated from the University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and that was just the high school. 35,000 for high school?
Yeah, for high
Right.
school.
Yeah.
Valedictorian.
Mm.
So he's super smart, but
Mhm.
he was caught at McDonald's,
Oh, yeah,
right?
that was all on purpose. So
Yeah.
like
Definitely on purpose.
yeah. And if you see they said that he had a scheduled
YouTube.
YouTube come
Yep.
out.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
That came out, and that was like, if you're seeing this, I'm already arrested.
Yep.
Yes.
And then today he posted today, and let me see if I can find it. He said, hold on one second. He said, to the feds, I'll keep this short because I do respect what you do for our country. To save you a lengthy investigation, I state plainly that I wasn't working with anyone. This was fairly trivial. Some elementary social engineering, basic CAD, a lot of patience. The spiral notebook, if present, has some straggling notes and to do lists that illuminate the gist of it. And then he said, my tech is pretty locked down because I work in engineering, so probably not much info there. I do apologize for any strife or of traumas, but it had to be done. Frankly, these parasites simply had it coming. A reminder, the US has the number one most expensive healthcare system in the world, yet we rank roughly 42 in life expectancy. United is the largest company in the U.S. Oh, was talking along. The largest country in the U.S. by market cap, behind only Apple, Google, Walmart. It has grown and grown, but our life expectancy hasn't. No, the reality is these have simply gotten too powerful, and they continue to abuse our country for immense profit because the American public has allowed them to get away with it. And then he said, obviously, the problem is more complex, but I do not have space. And frankly, I do not pretend to be the most qualified person to lay out the full argument. But many have illuminated the corruption and greed. Rosenthal more decades ago, and the problems simply remain. It is not an issue of awareness at this point, but clearly power games at play. Evidently, I am the first to face it with such brutal honesty. And that's what he put out today.
That's crazy. But you know
Wow.
what? It's not all right. So the thing that's wild is just knowing his family background, his parents. Well, I don't know if it's
Ancestors, everybody, the
I was gonna
grandparents,
say,
I think.
yeah, there's like
Hmm.
10 of them and they all own 10% of, I think it's like Lorraine Health
Yep.
something. So it's like if he knows about the healthcare system, it's him. His entire family, their wealth is literally built off of this. They own
Mhm.
all of these like elderly facilities, if not mistaken. They own a
Hmm.
country club. They live in Bel Air.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like,
And then you have to think about it, what's going on in that nursing home that was so crazy. And then you got to think about the denied claims
Hmm.
that he
all
was
of the
probably
deny well,
getting.
yeah,
Hmm.
because the statistics on their medical facilities are not good. Like they've got a 2 out of 5.
Yikes. Yep. And all that money that they're making off of those people, and they're not getting proper health care.
Right.
Not
And
getting proper health care at all, and these facilities are overrun. Like they're
uh-huh.
overpopulated because they're counting on the checks. Like they
And then
just
Yes. Right.
I know he took it out on the CEO of United, but um why didn't he look into his own family?
yeah, no, it's true.
So like people are celebrating him, but he like skipped over all of his family who's made millions and millions off of these people struggling and went to the CEO of United.
Well, I think, I mean, I guess he set it up to where things would be unfolded as it goes because um, I was reading on this article when he put out that video on YouTube. He said, if you
Mhm.
see this, I'm already under arrest.
Mhm.
And then it said the first video message was accompanied by a countdown from 60 seconds. Near the end of the video, the message soon appeared at the bottom right of a black screen. A second
Mhm.
caption appeared at the end of the video saying, all is scheduled. Be patient. Bye for now.
Mhm.
Then there
Yeah,
was a
but the
second video that was scheduled to go live, but YouTube suspended the account before it could get streaming. So I think he's probably like with the stuff that he's got going on where things are like being revealed little by little.
mhm.
I think he's still got shit that's going to be coming that's going to start.
No, there has to be. There's no way. Down to
Yeah.
his
Yes.
like his
And I
And
ex
then
think it
account, the
is going to go back
background
to his
picture.
family.
yes, and then on top of that too is that he so when you have YouTube, I don't know if you remember the weird guy that uh did that attack on the train in New York that time. It was
Yeah.
like um so he had a YouTube himself, and he was following some of those weird manosphere content creator weird people, and he was like an extremist, and his videos were up for like a day, and then when he got arrested, all the videos went down. So once you get arrested for stuff like that, the feds come and they take that account. It's not just
Hmm.
YouTube shutting it down. They take it in order to do their investigation.
Oh,
So
Right.
I
we're not going
see.
to get the stuff that was on his YouTube.
No.
So putting it on the YouTube, that didn't really that mm-mm. So
Right. But I think he
but he
probably kind of knew that. Just
uh
like he's that post that you said that he put out today.
yeah. So
So I
that came
think
out
he's got him
today, and then
set
now it's
up.
shut.
I think he's got things set up like all over the place, so they're just going to start popping up.
No,
Hmm.
and yeah, no, because he's been leaving. There's so many signs that he's been leaving. For
Yeah.
example, like on his X account, there's a Pokemon picture. There's like an X-ray with three pins showing in like presumably his back, and then
Hmm.
there's like a picture of him. But someone
Mhm.
had broken it down that the Pokemon that he had used, the
Hmm.
number is like 268, and they connected it to I think Proverbs
Hmm.
2 for chapter 268, and it's
Hmm.
talking about how like if you even like be hold on, I don't want to butcher it. Let me see. It's talking about like evil and good. Like sometimes you have to be evil for like the better of like for everyone.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So I don't know. And so, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. There's
And
no
then
way.
also you got to be careful too because they even said that the CEO, there's people over the CEO of the healthcare companies.
Yeah, the board.
So yeah, the board, so and they continued and they had their meeting after he passed.
What
Like
do
Yes.
he
you,
passed
girl?
that morning.
He had
Yes.
his job up the next day.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
they like literally, so and it definitely seems um put all the blame on this person and then let him take whatever happens because he was supposed to have security
Right.
and they didn't give him security, and they even use that same AI technology to determine if you're going to have security or not, like if there's the risk versus the reward
Really?
in order to
That's
see if he has
crazy.
security.
That's wild. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Especially knowing like the nature of your job. How do you not have security?
Yeah,
Right.
it's supposed to be paid by the company, but they saw it as like they didn't have enough money to have 24-hour surveillance or security
I'm
for him.
weak. Yeah,
Budget
these
cuts.
same people that don't have the money to pay for these claims.
Oh yeah,
I
Mhm.
but they have
Mhm.
millions and they
Mhm.
get bonuses.
Yeah.
The more
Yes.
denials they do, the more bonuses they get.
That's awful. That's so bad because I remember working in a call center for Blue Cross Blue Shield. We were subcontracted under the VA, I think it's the VA Choice program,
Hmm.
and we would get callers from they were either excuse me they were either veterans or um what is it or providers,
Hmm.
and getting the provider calls, we were only allowed to take 3 claims per phone call,
Mhm.
and people would call in and that would be like the first spiel because everything's scripted.
Hmm.
um and you would always get kickback for it because people would be like, I've been on hold for 4 hours, I have
Mhm.
6 people, you're telling me I can only you
Do
can only do
three.
3 people, and it's
Hmm.
not, no, it's not 3 people, it's 3 claims. So if you have one
Mhm.
person and they
And
have
they have three
six,
claims. Oh my gosh.
that's it.
You only get one person. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
and then I can put you back in the queue, girl.
Mm. Oh, I would have blew a gasket. I'm sorry.
Oh,
So
Yep. Yep.
so it's like, and this is why none of these claims are being paid. So, and this is why all of these practices are now going out of business. But
mm,
then Monopoly, mindfuck, right? And going back to the Monopoly money and being found in McDonald's, Allentown,
hmm,
Pennsylvania.
yep,
Coincidence? I think
yep,
not.
yep.
Mhm.
But
And then the jail on the Monopoly board. So we should look at this Monopoly board.
really, I mean, I mean, we should
Because you know, he got
dropping
caught
all
at the
these clues.
McDonald's. Now he's in jail, and now he's gonna release stuff. And then I guess that's like the chance cards. Remember
Mhm.
the chance?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
I don't think that someone spotted him. I feel like he
No,
told
no,
the
no. He
employee to
went in
call.
there and told them that it's me. He didn't wear a mask or nothing. So
And
I
then to
feel
be
like he
found
purposely.
with the
Yeah.
3D printed gun. Like, this dude's
Yeah.
so smart.
Hmm. Yep. All of this was very, 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 very planned.
I remember when
So
that was a thing, like people were saying with these 3D printers, people are going to start making weapons with them, and they're like, no, they can't do that. There's certain components and yada yada yada. Okay,
No, they definitely
No,
that's
they've
already
definitely
happening.
been, and
right.
there's been a big, I know in Massachusetts for one, there's been a big issue with these with teenagers making them and
Yeah,
Wow.
having
they're
them now.
just buying them online. You
That's
Wow.
buy
even
the
crazier.
3D print online, and then you
Hmm.
Oh
figure it
yeah,
out
no,
how to
that
make
yeah.
Yeah.
it,
Yep.
and then you're set. Now you have one from home.
Yep.
That's crazy. Oh no, sorry, I lost my train of thought, but I got it. I got what I was gonna say. The monopoly. These providers they're going bankrupt essentially, and now for United Healthcare is coming back in and swooping in like, oh, we'll buy your company out. Like, okay,
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
now you're monopolizing the entire industry.
Yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
And that's also why I feel like how can I say, he I think people knew that he was going to do that, and they let him do that in order for United to do what they're doing now.
That's crazy.
That's how I
Especially
feel.
knowing that United has all of like the government run
Like,
insurances like
yeah.
Medicare, Medicaid, Obamacare, like all of that. That's
Hmm.
all under United Health.
Yep. And then like he was the CEO guy was like the sacrificial lamb. Like put his picture out, put all his stuff out, say that he's gonna be here at this time
Hmm.
in order to do this board meeting, and then wait and see what happens. And then we're gonna still have our meeting like he didn't just pass away right there outside.
Yep.
Damn. Well, if that doesn't,
I had
and
to
that's
walk
why no one
over.
in America cares. That's exactly why no one in America cares because people in America, well, I can't even say people in America are finally realizing and seeing because clearly who we elected in office. So
Uh,
that doesn't mean not a thing, but
Mm-mm.
um like people can relate to like it's just a job. Like at the end of the like they don't care about
hmm.
you.
No,
Hmm.
Like
no.
sitting there stressing trying to make sure you're punching in at 9,
Hmm.
when
Yeah.
literally at like that even goes back to that lady who what was it, Wells Fargo, that had died at her desk and no one knew.
No one knew how. That's not even possible that no one
Right.
knew. So they knew, and they just let her sit there.
That's
That's how I feel. Like
so
they knew.
like no. So at the end of the day, it's just a job.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
that man was his family didn't even process the fact that their dad's not coming home and y'all posted his job like 350
Right.
to $400,000 a year.
And
Yeah.
that's why I always say, I used to always say, I still always say, why kill yourself for a job that's
Mhm.
going to replace you tomorrow if you were to drop dead today?
It's
Seriously.
Literally.
yeah. It's called human resources for a reason.
I
Exactly.
literally cannot.
Hmm.
Yeah, they were on it too. Like, okay. Like,
Oh,
sorry.
and I cannot stop laughing. Did you see that interview with I guess 45 or 47, where he said that well, I can't guarantee that, prices aren't going to go up because of the tariffs, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, the prices are going to go up for us." Like, why?
Why did you?
I can't. I cannot.
I'm
Like,
still
what?
not understanding what math they were doing that ever made them think that prices were gonna go down.
This is
They,
why
well,
education is so
want,
important.
yeah, as they want to defund education and get mad when people say defund the police. As I don't even, I saw this TikTok. I'm not sure what state she was in, but this pregnant lady, I think she's 6 months pregnant. She was tased by the police
Yes,
because
I
they were
saw.
chasing someone else and they let the taser off and it like went through her son's window and got her in the car.
Yeah.
In the face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talking about file a complaint. Excuse me,
Yeah.
what?
And then at first he tried to be like, "Well, you didn't even get shocked or whatever." Like, what? They had to pull the thing out of her. Like
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
The
yeah,
taser prongs.
Probes.
and then she had to
Probes.
wait for her son to take her to the hospital. Like, where was the
Right.
Why didn't they
I
do that?
can't.
Like, what
Why
the
didn't you call an ambulance? Oh,
Oh my
but she
gosh.
said that they were trying to tell her that she didn't get tased.
Yeah, at first they were like, "Oh, you didn't get tased."
You didn't get
Then they had to
tased.
come and take it out, like clearly. And then she was like, "I'm pregnant." He was like, "Well, file a complaint." What?
Mm,
Yeah. Like file a complaint, catch this lawsuit. You're crazy.
And
Just
then now they have to figure out who it was because they don't have proof of
body
which.
cams. No body
Yeah, they don't
cams.
have proof of which police officer it was.
Oh, so all of them did it. What
mm,
do
Oh
you
my
mean?
gosh.
that's right.
Absolutely not, because if shoes were reversed or roles were reversed and it was a criminal that they were going for and they had something on them and no one was taking possession of it, all of y'all have that now.
That's right.
True. And then like she's pregnant, so she's not like how can I say? She's not thinking like, oh, let me pull out my camera. Oh, let me, you know what I mean? And she got shocked. Like she's worried about her baby. She wasn't worried about like trying to pull
Yeah,
together the
no, that's
evidence.
crazy. I'm gonna need them to reform the police. Just like so they're trying to let Sonia Massey's killer, that cop, out on bail.
Yep. Yep.
What? Excuse
Yeah.
me? Like, what do you mean?
I'm
Like
like,
that's I don't. It's weird how it needs to be reformed, and then people
yep.
want to get mad when you say that, but then you want to defund education. I'm a need each and every one of you guys to read a book, or like four. What? And then to sit now, I guess people, and that's, I don't even know, the Republican side's like, oh, it's the schooling, he went to school. Like it's the people that go to school, like go to college, are the ones that like turn out like that. Like, dude, what? Because we're educated and we know, like,
Mm.
get out of here. Like
that's why
that's
they were so
why.
upset with woke and calling everything woke. And I was like, they're not even using the term correctly anymore.
That's
They're
what
just
Like
I'm
we
calling
saying.
everything woke.
Like, oh my gosh, there's this one person that keeps saying, keeps trying to tell me, oh, well, that's what woke means. I'm like, no, no, that's not what woke means. It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
but
It's
but
just
that's
like
how they
when
think, though.
they started using Black Lives Matter for everything that happened to black people ever during that time. Like a
Right.
black person gets into a car accident, they're like, "Where's Black Lives Matter for the car accident?" It's like, what?
Like, I literally, I can't. Yeah, so that's what, this is America. This is what I literally, it's embarrassing. I
Mhm.
can't.
America that in 2024 still has sundown towns.
Yes.
Girl, Pocosin is right up the road. Don't do
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
about no sundown towns. I
If
literally cannot.
if the hurricanes don't take them out.
Might as well be.
Listen, I literally cannot.
It's
It's too much.
Oh,
Yeah.
and did you hear about the Jay-Z stuff?
What did I hear about it as he's
Yeah.
going to the Mufasa whatever with Blue and Beyonce and Miss Tina like nothing happened. I mean, he looked
Yeah.
shook though.
Yeah.
Listen, they all looked like, but I don't know
I don't
why. I don't know why people are surprised.
I don't care what
I don't know
nobody
either.
says. They should have believed Jaguar Wright when she went on that show and she
Yo,
said
she's been
Jay
said it.
Z, Beyonce, the Carters, and people were like, "Whoa, you can't say nothing about them."
Listen,
But
She
listen,
said it.
this can't be the first time that someone that has been a problem, a bitch has been a problem, excuse me, in Jay-Z's life.
I'm weak.
He had 99 problems and a B is one.
Right.
No, I'm weak
Can't.
because not my husband was like, it looks like Jay-Z's got 100 problems now.
Me too.
I literally cannot. I
Oh my
literally
gosh.
cannot. That's wild. He's
Oh my
bugging. They're
god.
bugging.
They
And
said
then,
that there might be phone because you know how they record the calls in jail,
yep.
because you know this case is him and Diddy. So they're saying that there might be phone calls between Diddy and him trying to figure out how to bribe the witnesses.
I
Mm,
know you're lying.
mm.
He
Uh-huh.
cannot be that dumb.
And his first thing that he came out is like, well, if this was even true, wouldn't it be criminal charges? So now everybody's like, well, she was 13, so there isn't statutes of limitations. So
He's bugging. He
Okay.
doesn't know that it starts as civil and then they can investigate and it turns into criminal.
exactly.
Was he not watching everything that happened to his friend Diddy? It
Exactly.
started civil.
Oh my gosh. So they're
He's
so
bugging.
so that's what his statement was. And then he had the nerve to be like, I grew up in the projects. Like, people don't get harassed in the projects all the time. Like,
I
what does that
can't.
Like,
I'm
what does
done.
that have to do with what
mean?
you did?
I don't know.
I
That
listen. I just need a little bit of their
Yeah.
money. I won't do anything that they're doing. Why
and
are
I
they
heard
so stupid?
and I heard a long time ago that Beyonce was separating her assets
I
because
bet.
they knew that this was coming. Because these lawsuits don't come out of nowhere. What happens first is they contact the lawyers and they try to go back and forth behind the scenes. It's the same thing with Cassie. That Cassie stuff was like a year in the making before it
Yeah,
came
Yeah.
out.
before it came
Well,
So,
out.
the thing about the Carters is they've been very vocal about what their beliefs are, which is Luciferian. And that basically they believe that do as you will, no matter if it causes harm to others.
mm. And then
Really?
everybody's bringing back up how young Beyonce was when she met him, and how different parts of the internet have all different ages for Beyonce
Mm.
Oh
because they're trying to.
no. That's a whole nother okay. That this is a good place
And
to stop. Oh, wow. And
yeah,
go ahead.
because he still had because he met Beyonce when she was what, how old?
That's what's
16?
in
That's
question
the
because
thing,
people don't.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
People don't really know her age.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she was underage. It was in
Uh-huh.
a documentary.
Yeah.
The Beyonce documentary that aired on HBO a few years ago. She
Yeah, because
talked
they
about
showed
it.
Destiny's Child, and then they try to be
Yeah.
like, well, he only met her that time, and then he never talked to her again until she was of
Unt-
age.
Ah,
yes,
wait,
and then
sorry.
he
All of this is
flew
alleged.
her away
This is
somewhere,
for
some foreign country.
entertainment purposes only before
Oh
Yes,
these
no, no,
people with
no!
alleged,
big money.
I'm a
allegedly.
Beyonce fan, so this is
Yeah,
definitely allegedly.
Beehive, don't
And
come for me.
what do you
Please,
call it?
Beehive, legal team,
I spent
none
up
of
all my
that.
money for her renaissance. Okay,
I'm weak. You were like, I was there. That's crazy.
but yeah, but people have been saying this for years
Yeah,
about
no,
like
people, yeah,
him,
no.
Diddy, R. Kelly. All of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, so as this unfolds, but this is a good place to stop because Lord Jesus, I was just thinking about Jay-Z now being named in it. I forgot about all
Mm.
the extra that
Age of
why he would
Aquarius,
be named.
y'all.
Oh no.
Age of Aquarius.
I'm just saying. And then all I want to say is Cat
Capitalist
Williams
systems
was
fall.
right. And I
Yeah.
think he's doing another interview. And
No, he's
Hmm.
not. Is he as
yeah,
the year's
January.
ending?
Yeah, I think
That's
January, the beginning
crazy.
of January, he's doing another interview
Is it
with
with
Shannon.
Shay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, I've never seen the first one.
Oh, you gotta
Watch it.
watch it.
Oh, no, so
It's
watch
long and
it
it's
and then
good.
Okay.
it's really long, but I feel like I need to like rewatch it too just to see all that. Actually, that's what we
Everything
will
he said
do.
was right.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, and I
Who
need
was
to see
interviewing
all
him?
that. It's club. What is it? Is it Club Shay Shay?
Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp. He used to be like a
Yeah,
football player. He's all big and muscle.
Okay.
yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
then Cat Williams. Yep.
Uh-huh.
So and then we'll talk about it. That way we can like do a recap because that
Yeah.
was. Yep. All right. So I hope that everyone has a good night. I hope you enjoyed MJ's Garden Chat episode 40 something because I need to figure out again. I will talk to you ladies later.
Bye.
Bye.